Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy C Will back to you with another video. And yes, ta-da! Man, let me tell you something. I've been deliberating on this card for the past week. I've been hustling. I've been doing all type of stuff to get my hands on this, and I am so happy. This video is clearly being sponsored by WiLcreatives. Yes, it is. My own hard work, own money on this, and we making it happen. This is the creme de la creme, the top of the line, top of the stack air-cooled 5090 that you could be able to get your hands on. This is the best of the best. They're just not readily coming in stock. Man, I've been looking at this card ever since it was released. All of the 5090 cards are like dumb expensive. I've been looking for this one. This is the Asus Rog Astral. Of course, you know, with this, you know, when it comes to Asus, we call this the Asus tax. If you follow me in my Discord, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got one. I got my hands on one. And just follow me as we go through the unboxing and install of this card today. Again, it comes with 32 gigabytes of DDR7 RAM, the first actual graphics card to use DDR7 RAM. Also, it's I think it's rated, it's like the bus is like 512 bits. This thing screams. It has like over 21,000 CUDA cores. I'll put a list of all the actual stats and stuff up on the screen. We're going to test out this card. We're going to benchmark it. We're going to do all type of stuff, and we're going to game on it. In the background, it's the Asus PG32UCDM. I think that's the whole, but that's what's in the background. That's my OLED monitor. Still working on the review for that, but it's going to match up very well with this. And also, I'm going to be putting this inside. That's my Lean case. It has the AMD 7800X3D in it. The current graphics card in there is the Asus TUF 4070 Ti Super. I've just been using it for recording, doing some other stuff, but I'm going to take that card out, put it in another PC. Then, of course, if you follow me, you also know that I have a Intel card, well, not a card, but Intel system. It's a 14900K with my 4090 FE Founders Edition. That's in that PC. But back over here, we're definitely going to be doing some comparison videos. Heavy, real strong, real heavy. Between these two systems, the 4090 gets the 5090. Man, I got tons of videos that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Lately, I've been doing some actual gaming videos, just gaming on the actual the QD OLED monitor in back. That's 4K 240 hertz. It's going to match up very well with this card. So yeah, if you don't know, now you know. Make sure that you hit subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of my notifications, and let's get to it. All right, so as we can see here, again, RTX 5090. This comes with 3 fans. This is like the only air-cooled card that I know of that comes with 4 fans built in. 3 on the top, and then there's one that's on the, well, 3 on the bottom, then there's also one that's on the top. And as you can see on the picture here, that shows that, you know, when we open it up, I give you close-up screenshots of that. Everything about this card screams premium. I know the Asus tax, again, it is what it is, but it comes with a 3-year warranty from Asus, so that's pretty good too. I picked this up from Micro Center today. They were, now let me tell you, I got a little gripe from Micro Center. I was looking, they had one of these open box. It just hit the website today. I put it in the cart to reserve it, and then I get a phone call talking about somebody has this card in their cart right when I did it. Yeah, and it was like $300 off, but that's neither here nor there. But Micro Center, you know, hit me up if you want to make good on that. But anyways, premium power delivery, you know, this thing gets up to 600 watts. I am going to be using a Seasonic, I think it's the GX 1000 power supply. We're going to see how that rocks. I don't think I'm going to have any issue. The 7800X3D processor, I think it was like 80-some watts that gets up to or uses, which is nothing. So 1,000 watts would definitely be able to do exactly what I needed to do. And then I also have a 1,200 watt PSU, so I'm going to keep that in my back pocket. That's over in the other system. But yeah, let's get this thing over. And y'all know what, you know, how I feel about my boxes, right? So we are going to make sure that we do this in a way where it doesn't mess up what I got going on. So we got to be very careful when we open this thing up. Man, I'm excited. I know I'm talking like about 1,000 miles per minute, but I'm excited because one of the things, you know, and of course this is already overclocked. I think from it, I don't even know, man. I think this thing boosts up to, it says that the base boost was like 25, 65. I'll put it up on the screen. But I've seen these get up into like the 2900s. Obviously, you can overclock this card as well, which is the reason why, so I know a lot of times people, I did not want a Founders Edition. They get hot, they run hot. They're great, but in comparison to the actual other AIB partner cards, stuff like that, the Founders Edition definitely runs hot. The flip side of that is that you're paying an extreme price premium. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's subjective. I know for me, I am a PC enthusiast, and I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber, so yeah, I can justify all this. It's business. So let's open this up, and you know how I feel about my boxes, right? So let's do this. All right. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. So I'm gonna flip this over, and let me see if I can be able to pull this out without damaging the box. All right, so we got ROG, and this thing opens up. All right, so we have the Republic of Gamers. So this slides, and let's see what we got. So we have all the little booklets and all that good stuff. Talks about a graphics card holder, and again, whatever 3 kilograms comes out to, I don't know what that comes out to. We have the, looks like a strap, and we have the 4-pin adapter. Now with this is the 12-volt power adapter. It breaks out into 4 8-pins. Definitely not going to be using this. The PSU that I have comes with a 12-volt power connector. Now this right here, let me take this out. So this looks to be the actual GPU stand. Hopefully this works. Looks like that's the highest that it goes. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe we could be able to use this, maybe not, we'll see. And let's see what else we got. We have oh, look at that. So this looks like a space bar. Not space bar, but the actual shift key. And the fans move, which is pretty dope. As you can see there, these fans move. And so it looks like this is made for the Cherry MX key, so that's pretty dope. And we have a ruler. Now, why did they put the rulers in here? I do not know, but it's pretty premium. All right, so we have those. I am going to, looks like we also have a Republic of Gamers coin. That's pretty dope. So, is that everything that comes in there? All right, I think that's it for that. And we're gonna go ahead and just sit this off to the side. All right, so we have this nice piece of protective foam. And then we have the big boy. Woo. Now, let me tell you something. My girlfriend said that this 5090 is my new girlfriend. I said, no, but we are business partners though. All right, so, man, hold on. Good grief. First of all, you see the vein popping out of my arm? Jesus. Okay. So, all right, let me sit this down. Yo, you gotta be putting in some work in the gym for how heavy this thing is. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This thing is heavy. When I say it's heavy, I mean it is heavy. Oh my Lord. All right. So first things first. We have the static. All right. Let's go ahead and slide this bad boy out. Hey, yo, let me tell you, I've owned a lot of different graphics cards and done a lot of different unboxings. And when I tell you, This thing right here is so gratifying. This thing looks so, when I say the premium, first of all, this is all metal, okay? Well, when I tell you, look at this, the premium. When I say premium, it's premium heavy G-Force RTX. Look at the fin stacks. Just look at that. So, okay, so I don't know if you could be able to see that. So it has 2 fan connectors that you could be able to hook these up to, plug it up to. We got a 12-volt power connector here. Asus has put this upside down. It's the same way inside of my 4070. And let's look at the back plate. Absolutely phenomenal. This is the other fan that I said that was on top. Look at that. Oh, my Lord. Now, look at what you get here. Now, any other time Asus would make this, I don't know why they should have did at least a 3-plate. They made this a 2-plate, which is kind of weird, but I know they reinforced this, but that is weird. Great thing about the Asus cards, well, at least with the actual tough versions and the Astral versions, it comes with 2 HDMI ports and then 3 display ports. Both of these are 2.1. This is the new 2.1 display port. The monitor that I have does not come with 2.1 display port, but I don't need it. But on the newer monitors, you know, it supports the full bandwidth when it comes to that. I think it gets up to like 80 gigabits per second now, something like that. And then, of course, you know, the 2.1. Man, this thing, hey, 240 hertz, 8K, all that stuff that you want to be able to do, you could be able to do it. This thing is monstrous, okay? And when I say I'm definitely going to have to use a support, right? Something. But anyways, this right here, no wonder why the cooling on this card is like some of the best out of all of the AIB partner cards. This thing looks absolutely amazing. And yeah, absolutely amazing. So just looking at it, so of course, you know, the one thing that we got to do is we got to do a few peels. But let me see if we can be able to do a clean peel. Ooh, it's pretty clean. Got to get all the plastic off. Now, of course, across here is also a light bar. So this comes with the actual light bar that's on here too, that you could be able to change the RGB on it and all that good stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and peel this off, Republica Gamer. Boom, got that one. And then we have the actual peel that's on the fans. Peel that off. They make these super easy. And then I think there's actual plastic around the rings. Pull that off. So as you can see, down is for quiet mode and up is for P mode. And if I had this horizontal, to the left would be performance mode and to the right would be quiet mode. And what we are going to do, when I'm thinking about it now, I am going to, by default, it comes in performance mode. I'm actually going to switch this over to quiet mode. So I'm going to switch this over to quiet mode, and then, yeah, let's go ahead and get this installed into the system. Okay, so we got the Lian Li case open. This is the 4070 Ti Super. I am going to take this out. The good thing about this is that this card only has the actual 2 slots. It takes up 3 slots. But the Astral actually takes up, I think it's like 4. So yeah, crazy amount of number slots. But to take out, and then you'll be able to take a look at it. Boom. All right. So that pretty much pops out. Yeah, I have a GPU release button that's down here on this motherboard too. But this right here is the, this is the TUF 4070 Ti Super. So very, very, very good graphics card. Great for gaming, especially 1440p. It could do some 4K gaming. But just to look at a size comparison between these two, it's not even close. So look at this. Look at these two. It's crazy. Look at that. When I tell you, like, not even close. This thing is a behemoth. All right, so we are going to get this installed. We're going to take off the protector here. And again, it only has 2 slots on the actual bracket, but it's basically a 4-slot card. But we are going to put this bad boy in. And I already have 4 brackets taken off. All right. Now you're probably asking, why did I sit this down? Let's make sure that this snaps in. So you're probably asking, why did I sit this in here like this? Well, when I get ready to put the support bracket in, I want to make sure that this is screwed in, because this thing is super heavy. So I want to make sure it's done properly. I think I'm going to have to sit this on one of my fans. And I don't know, like, once I get this, once I stand this up, we'll be able to see. But I think I'm going to have to probably put this on one of my fans. Or if I have some room in the back of the case, I'll use that. But we definitely need that support bracket, that's for sure. All right, so we got one more screw here. And I'm thinking about possibly vertical mounting. So this is an 8-inch ruler. So boom. And then, so this is about a 13-inch card. That is crazy. So, yeah. As you can see, it's almost here. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to, I'm going to have to leave my side glass panel off. So I may look into getting another case, a bigger case for this card. But it's okay. I'm definitely going to have to leave the side panel off though. That is for sure. Side panel will not be on. Okay. So I was able to get the actual stand in. I got it sitting on the fan. Hopefully that doesn't vibrate off. It seems like it's in a pretty good spot, but it's holding this up. So, hopefully it keeps this from bending, falling, all that good stuff. So the only thing that we need to do now is plug this up and, 12-volt power. Now I know there's been a lot of stuff about melting cables and all this different type of stuff. I've used these Seasonic cables. These are the cables that comes with the power supply. I use them in the 1200 watt and the 1000 watt. Use the 4090 in both systems, overclock, all that different type of stuff. No issues. All you got to do is just make sure that these plug in and they snap in. Making sure that these is plugged in and that snaps in and it sits flush, and you'll be good to go. And I have these been in a certain type of way, but yeah, my glass panel is not going to go on. This is the Lian Li 011 Dynamic. And yeah, it's had this case for a while now. These cars are getting bigger and bigger, and this is definitely pushing the envelope. But even when I had my 4090 in here, it was too wide to be able to put a panel on. And this is the same thing. This is definitely way too wide. So I'm definitely going to probably vertical mount this. I actually have a vertical mount, but the actual PCIe cable, it got messed up. So I'm going to get another one. But in the meantime, we're going to rock it like this. And let's get this bad boy plugged up and turned on so we can see what it looks like. Now I'm going to tell you, I am super geeked. So I just cut the power supply on the back. Let's hit this power button. This thing looks off the chain. And I mean off the chain. So yeah, let's take a look at some B-roll.